for him, and who's willing to give up? Because if I'm the Rams, I need
Well, they say they want a first. They want a first round pick.
who gonna give up? Who gonna do that?
Well, if the Giants are calling, the Giants should be offering that third.
But if I'm Matthew Stafford, I'm offering the X that shit. You're not sending me to purgatory.
That's the thing.
I left. I just left. I left
But
when Detroit was bad. Yeah.
but
So
well,
you want me to go back to that? That doesn't even have Detroit's future on the horizon.
before we get too far, we gotta do the intro.
No.
I'll let you cook. Well, look, welcome to the Everyday Gyms Podcast, episode 30. Wow, 46. We got Sean here, we got Court here, myself. Deontay will not be with us for the next couple of weeks, but he will be back as soon as he can. Had to take care of a few things.
Yeah, we tried to get a Chat GPT version of Deontay, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't.
It wouldn't work. But it's all good though. He here with us in spirit, and we come back. We gonna hold it down so he come back. So yeah, man. So we just talking a little football, basketball. Just talking about Stafford. Rams saying they gonna let him test free agency. So
But I mean, it's they testing the trade value.
Like trade value.
Yeah. So
but they might mess around and trade themselves out of contention. Like to me, if it's not a top 10 pick, we ain't got to talk about. I'm not trading Stafford for the 25th pick.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think they're interested in anything.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you just want to switch a quarterback, maybe Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't see Aaron Rodgers being a legitimate pickup. Like it doesn't make them better getting Aaron Rodgers.
I was going to ask, would you pick up A-Rod just to?
Well,
like you said, the bridge guy.
Not to go too far.
Yeah.
Because it ain't been. That's the whole thing with this. It's a lot of people throwing there what they think the Rams want and not the Rams saying. The Rams haven't said much, so there's a lot of people just being like, "Oh, okay, they want this," and it's like Rams hasn't
trying to get ahead of the ball.
Yeah, the Rams ain't said nothing, but we want to keep Stafford and we want to work it out. What happens outside of that? Okay, if we can't work it out, we want a first round pick. And it's a high pick. That's all that's been said. Now,
so it got to be a blow you know what I'm saying, a trade, basically a lottery pick, a top 5 pick.
They got to get a
now we cooking.
Now we cooking. If it ain't that, then they ain't.
Yeah, so all you Jets, y'all have no chance. You're not in the top 10. You're not in the top 5. Like, let's be real. I heard the Steelers. It makes sense, but you're picking in the 20s. You're trading him for a 20th pick, or you go have to pair some picks.
Why not do something like maybe try to get Russ? I know you're not gonna
He's
trade
a free agent.
They would trade for a player, but or anything like that. But
well, if
Russ is a free agent.
If you trade Stafford, you'll probably go Russ or you go Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Russ would fit just because of the schematic. It just he I don't think he'll fit. I don't think they'll be against it, but I think the fit is a little off. Where he's been in the scheme before, so it's not foreign to him. I mean, and Russ been in it too when he was in Seattle, but he didn't produce as well as Aaron did in it. But those are the only that I would see they'll be. I don't see them like people. Oh, Sam Darnold. I don't think they're gonna pay Sam Darnold. If they're not gonna not pay Stafford, then pay Sam Darnold. Don't
exactly.
They'll
no.
Because I think they're looking at we'll do the bridge quarterback thing because next year we looking at the draft. It was coming out. So, and I know them if they like a quarterback, they gonna get aggressive. So that's the thing. I think people are really reading the whole allowing him to go. They've done that before. It ain't Ravens did it with Lamar when they was trying to get
knowing damn well they was gonna keep him.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus,
So
Stafford's contract ain't that bad. He only got $4 million hit. Or no, he only got $4 million left on guaranteed money this year, and then no guaranteed money the next year. So his contract ain't bad. That's really he really just wants more money.
yeah, he just want a
He
guaranteed
don't want to
this year.
go. They really don't want to leave,
So
but they know.
what do you want? Like a 3 for 120 type deal?
Nah, what he wants is he can still keep it
Probably.
at 2. He just want guaranteed money.
Yeah,
Oh,
So like
that's
if he's
why
making, yeah,
that people
he just want to add some
say
money.
that. Because people keep thinking it's like he won like 3 for or 4 for. It's like, bro, it's the deal that he has now. He wants guaranteed money. It's been
Yeah.
reported for a month, and I still don't see people saying it right. And I'm like, how are y'all getting this wrong? Like,
got you.
so
See, that's what
yeah,
plays into the Cooper Cup. See, I don't think at the
So
end of the
can
day,
they
I think Stafford's going to be there.
How many years does he have left on his deal?
it's 2.
2.
2, and they
He
can
don't
add
want. He don't
guaranteed
want
money
to add
in the 2
years. He want to add money.
But they can add guaranteed money into the next 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what the
they can keep it 2 years.
They can kind of, well, I guess what edit his contract. I guess you want to call it.
Yeah, they
Basically.
restructure.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
they
I didn't
call
know
it
you could do
restructure.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Tom Brady. That's what Tom Brady was doing. He would basically keep the same years he already got. They would move money around so his money so he'll get more money then and he's waiting for it.
When he
But
left,
see that's where the Cup trade kicks in because I think them trading Cup gives them like 14 million in cap space,
when
and
Brady
they could
left, that
designate
was
him a
why.
post first.
That was
Yeah.
why he left. They weren't trying to pay him more,
Hmm.
and they weren't trying to go get more help. So why
Yeah.
am I here?
So it's like we saving money, but we ain't getting nothing. Like I'm giving you money back, and you're not actually getting me help. So I'm gonna go win the championship in Tampa.
I'm gonna go to Tampa and load up and
Yeah. See,
compete for the
that's how
next.
the NFL kind of does their contracts like that, where the NBA you can get fully guaranteed. The NFL just kind of move money around.
Yeah,
So the the first if you sign a 4-year deal, the first 3 years is all your guaranteed money.
that fourth
So
year
that's why
is
if you
like a
notice
void year.
this that second to last year, that's when most dudes restructure because they know the next year I ain't got no guaranteed money. So if I get hurt, I might be fucking SOL. Or you'll see guys get cut because they don't have no guaranteed money. So there's no cap hit. So we don't have to keep you if you don't produce. Let your ass walk.
When we
So
traded Ramsey, it wasn't because
mhm,
Ramsey got bad, he fell off. It was because he wanted guaranteed money. At the time, you have too many big contracts on
yeah,
your cap, and you're in the red, and you're like, I can't give Ramsey a guarantee when we got to get all these other, we got to get the books clean. So that's
yeah.
what that's what you run into stuff like that. This ain't
Not
that
to
situation
mention,
because they got money
yeah.
now. So and it's going up this year. So it's like
Oh,
it's
that cap jump is ridiculous.
yeah, that
Now
cup
it's going up like 45 million, right, or something like that, or
who
50 million.
So like 270 something
yeah.
from 250.
So my question to that is, why not just give him guaranteed money if you get more?
That's what they're trying to work out on. But you
See,
have to look at what the
the thing is,
window is.
just because the cap number don't go up, don't mean you have more cap space.
We
That
got the
just means
money.
the number's high.
We
See,
got the
like the
money.
Rams, I think it's the Rams, the Redskins, Atlanta, Cleveland. Them teams are so far under the cap, they good no matter what. But some teams that are like Kansas City, who was like $1 below the cap, that motherfucking bump ain't helping them as much as people think it is. Because remember,
Like the
every year, everybody's cap goes up, everybody's money goes up.
like the Saints,
40 million
they're
closes quick.
they're not they're 90 million in red. Like
So even with the 40, they're still $50 million in the red, which means they're already selling a lot of their veterans. They're a lot of their good players. They're probably either going to be trading or they're going to be getting cut
so for them,
just to get below the number.
they're looking at it like because I think it's more to it about giving him the guarantee. They're looking at it like he's 37, and I think the thing we haven't heard is what they feel about him health wise, because they may be
Hmm.
seeing some things and know some things that hasn't been reported. Kind of like the Gurley situation. Because when
Yeah,
it happened, don't nobody know why he getting cut, but they know why.
Yeah, them
yeah.
knees was The knees was
Like
shot.
everyone knew he had arthritic knees, but they didn't know how far along
Yeah,
they
they didn't know
were.
how. No one knew how bad it had gotten, but the
Yeah.
Rams. So
So even in Atlanta, you notice he only had like 100 and some carries for Atlanta, even though he had about 800 yards. They were stretching them. They was stretching them yards out.
because what
You
they
rush for
did,
50 yards a game because he could only give you that.
because what they would, the way they would use Gurley was smart. They would put him in the red zone. They would use him in the red zone
Hmm.
out of everything. They wouldn't have him on an every down thing. It's like, all right, we get to the red zone, we TG, and
Yeah,
so, but I think that's the way they looking at it. They looking at it like, all right, we can figure out this year, next year to make it work. But um, I don't know how much he wants. That's the whole, you know what I mean? That's where
yeah.
you have this. Well, go. They were willing to pay you because then we'll figure out where we can meet that. That's where
Do
it's
we
at.
know what he's owed, like in total for the next couple of years?
Well, this year is 27, no
27
guaranteed.
and no
Next year is
guarantee.
30 something, no guaranteed.
So yes, he's about 60 something, probably about 60 million in the next
It's like
2
50.
years. And he probably like, well, shit, like give me 35 of that guaranteed type deal. They probably like, nah,
So
we're just speculating.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like that boosts you to
But I
60.
think
That
if
you look at that and be like 37, that's nuts. It just
but he
is.
makes him a playoff contender.
And so
See,
that's why
personally, I think they could offer him keep the number at is and just make it fully guaranteed. Give him a goddamn Kirk Cousins deal, fully
that's what
guaranteed
I think
his
that's what they
last
end up
this
doing.
60 million.
I think that's what they may end up doing. Still paying the 50, but guarantee it.
Yeah,
So
because
um
he makes them a playoff contender. He's already delivered a bowl. 2 more years, he keeps them playoff contention where you can draft a younger guy and whether it's this year or next year, develop him, but still be contending as you're developing a young guy behind him.
you wanted to land up because that's always the perfect plan, but you always have to get it to work that way. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Yeah,
it don't always land that way. But if you can, because I think that's where their mind is. I don't think they want to make the let's swing big and try to get a. I don't know if you can't really guarantee that because everybody sold up. The Josh Allen's, Burrows, they sold up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can just wait till like Burrow say, you know what, I don't want to be here no more. And they'd be like, all right, let's swing.
Right.
yeah.
So
And see, this is kind of what I was saying might be the issue with Minnesota because you gotta like they're sounding like they're fully in on keeping Sam Darnold. But do you think in 2 years, yeah, that same luster over Sam Darnold if you don't trade JJ McCarthy? Now you're stuck with a 2 year deal and he's getting a Kirk Cousins number and you want to go with the young guy. You know what I'm
because the
saying?
way
Like
they,
that's the thing
yeah,
that's why I said Atlanta picking up Kirk Cousins was a mistake because you knew you were all in on Michael Penix. You knew this before you signed Kirk Cousins. So you give him $100 million guarantee, 180 million over 4 years, but you already is in love with a quarterback that you're willing to draft in the top 10. What was the sense in that? And Kirk Cousins gave you what he gave you.
because that other
Now you
pick,
can't trade him.
when you got that other pick, it's like, man, you could have did a lot.
Yeah,
But
that was the defensive player that could have helped you.
yeah, and but I the thing with Kirk too, I think to go get Kirk Cousins to me, it's like a team that it's like okay, they're on the cusp. They kind of because every team is a quarterback away. You know, I don't think Atlanta was a quarterback away,
Nah.
and that was a quarterback away move, and it was kind of like, and he was coming off the injury too, so it's like I
Yep.
don't know
You
what
knew
the
the first 4 weeks
expectation
you're
should
gonna be
be.
rusty.
I don't know what the expectation other than playoffs, and they was winning middle of the year. Now you start talking about playoffs and trying to contend and then it's like y'all still. That's not. that's
Yeah.
not the. That's not. You can't jump from playoff team to Super Bowl. Like it don't. You're still a playoff team. You got to win the division.
And then Exactly.
You know,
You know,
um,
and then they had so many holes on defense where they're still really really young, and they don't
you
really
know,
have a difference maker on defense to commit to quarterback gets us to the bowl.
because that's why I'm glad they didn't do this. I'm glad they didn't pick Jared Verse. I appreciate them for not even seeing the vision.
That was the
Appreciate you.
right pick.
I appreciate you. Um, but Dallas Turner was right there too. Chop
Hmm.
Robinson was right there. Latu, UCLA. It was some.
Yeah,
They had some dudes, and
that were difference makers, and they chose a
so
quarterback after picking up a quarterback.
it's like, so, and that's their problem. Like they need a pass rush, straight up and
They've
down. It's
needed
like
one
their
since Chris
secondary is
Dolman.
pretty decent. Their linebackers are pretty decent. They just
We
don't
need
have.
one too. God damn it.
But y'all's
I
got
mean, I know
hurt.
you want.
That's different.
We need another one.
Well, I mean, as long as your interior
But
is
see, this
healthy,
draft is deep. You guys can get one.
great.
This is a deep defensive end draft.
I want defensive player of the year.
Bruh, you got boy.
Three
You and
times.
that unlimited salary cap you play with, boy. I tell you, God damn.
Listen, give up 3-1s, yo. Slide it off. Fuck it.
But no, the thing is, y'all would have to give up Jared Goff to go get him because you guys will have too much cap space. Like you're gonna have to lose someone to get someone like Myles Garrett because you're gonna have to pay him too. So the salary cap is what hurts those kind of moves.
We'll give up Reggie Bush or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pick him up from the food court. This is crazy.
Yeah. Hey Reggie, you want to play? Get off the team. Look, damn.
Pick him up to cut him.
We got rid of somebody. We have cap space now.
I think, and just in kind of just capping off the whole, because people like, what are they doing? It's like you can be on some okay. Let's swing again, and then because it ain't no guarantee with this. We all know that. So it's like you have to look you have to look at where you're at right now and how it fits future. And you're saying, okay, if we keep him here, and like you said, we draft a guy next year high if we have a high pick, or we trade up and get a high pick, and we develop him for when Stafford eventually does retire, then it's like boom. But if the thing don't work out, then you have to get into that plan early this year and just get the bridge guy.
Yep.
So,
that's the Green Bay Packer model.
Man, I hate with us, and I don't want to say it won't happen to other teams, but with us, move could happen. It's always the end of the franchise if it happens. Like, and I'll be like, bro, why do y'all make it so dramatic? Like, it's like, oh, if they lose Stafford and Cup, they're done for the next 10. And it's like,
you know what?
What do we?
So Stafford's only making 27. He can bring his goofy ass back on to us, right? We can go get Myles Garrett. Listen,
bro, you was determined to make this work, dog. Bro, you was gonna make this cap work, bro. You gonna fit this under the cap.
You want to swap back?
You want to swap back? Hey, listen,
back?
bro, just don't listen. We got weapons, dog. You ain't got no excuse. And we trying to shoot that bitch on.
You want to swap back?
That's Calvin. Hey, yo, timeout. Stafford. Wrong team. Where's CJ? Hey, yo. This is not 2011.
Nah, he's gonna be calling somebody Cup eventually. Somebody gonna be called Cup.
Where's Odell?
I thought that was Nakua out there.
Yeah, I thought that was Puka. My fault, Saint. My fault.
No. What you doing?
But yeah, like it's gonna be interesting because I think this week we'll know what's going on. If it dragged to like the combine, it might get a little rough.
Hey, all jokes aside, if I'm Lions, Cooper Kupp doesn't sound like a bad name to add to that receiving core.
Ours?
And add Kupp with St. Brown and Jameson Williams. He knows Jared Goff.
So is he gonna stay healthy?
Yeah, he's healthy now. That's the thing is they've already found their replacement, so they're just getting younger at the position. It ain't because can't produce.
Has he been kind of like nicked up last couple years though?
He was hurt last year.
This year was the first year in 2 years that he was healthy. Like he won the Triple Crown when they won the bowl, then he got dinged up the next 2 years. This year he played all 18 games without any major injury.
He got hurt.
He got hurt
He
this
got
year.
hurt.
But it wasn't a major injury.
He was
No,
out.
no,
Like
no,
that,
no.
Okay.
he only missed like 2 or 3 games off that joint. It was like he got dinged up. And matter of fact, they held him out an extra week because he got hurt around the bye week. So they stretched it out an extra week for rest.
Okay.
He was he was hurt like 22 and 23. Because 22 he got hurt in the middle of the year because of a bad pass that John Wolford threw. Fucking awful. And then last year he got hurt in camp. So he was out like a month. And then he came back later. But
we can take both. We can go pick up Cup, get Stafford back, let Goff
Jesus
go,
Christ.
pick up Myles Garrett, stay up under the cap. We good.
look,
We good.
they'll do all of that. They'll do all of that because we're swapping quarterbacks, right? So they'll do all of that. That means we'll be aggressive too. And then by November, he'll be saying, you know what? I ain't trying to play y'all. And I don't want to see y'all in January. And it's like, bruh, you just
Jared
did
Goff
all
had
of
the
that.
Rams in playoff contention.
Sir.
Like, damn,
Don't
Jared
judge
Goff
me.
is way better
Don't
for us
judge me.
now.
We know what's going to happen. Look,
Meanwhile, y'all
we
still
know.
can't cover nobody.
The three of us
Secondary is still terrible.
by November, I'm going to hate my team any fucking way. We know this already. We know what it is. This is nothing new. I'm going to be happy come September. I'll be mad come September 3rd. September 1st, I'm like,
So that-
let's play football. September 3rd, hey, you know this game is stupid. I won't play no more. Like, we know what happened with me. Dog.
But he be having that off-season fever, boy. He be fantasy drafting his ass off, and then when the game start, like, man,
We're going to lose.
I'm breaking the PlayStation. I'm about to break the PlayStation.
I'm gonna
Give
say,
up.
at least for
Come in
y'all,
the building, his faith low.
I don't know y'all plan on doing, but I think y'all gonna be aggressive in some way.
Yeah, I think y'all should go after some corners.
If it ain't Miles, I could definitely see them trying to see what's going on with Max. So
Yeah, Max Crosby, you probably can get him for less price. He can give you similar, or even the Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati.
yeah,
Both of them might be available.
Ooh.
Hell, Jalen Ramsey might be available. Y'all need a corner that can give y'all some work.
What
I
about,
won't dibs on that though. He can come back
What
here
about
for
Khalil
that
Mack?
for the Lowski. He can come back.
Where's Khalil Mack? He was
Yeah,
great.
Nah, with the Chargers, but he's open to anybody. You the right
He kinda
number.
looking at if he gonna hang it up or play another year
Yeah.
type thing.
So he's a
29?
hell no. Khalil Mack like 35.
Really?
Yeah, he came out with Jadeveon Clowney.
Wow.
He came out 20. Yeah,
I don't remember how
Mac-
old he was when he came out, but he came out with 80.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, I thought he came out like 2017 or 2016, something like that.
Nah, it was like
AD
14.
and
Or,
Clowney.
yeah,
Yeah,
But-
Clowney came out.
If- I think he's basically narrowed it down to either he's going to stay in San Diego or a team who has a possibility of winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if you're not in those two categories, he's not coming to you. And if San Diego chooses not to re-sign him, if it ain't a playoff team, he's probably going to retire. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer anyway. He don't have nothing to prove. He just won a ring.
I think we do somebody like a Von Miller too, or something like that, maybe.
Not now.
He still got 2 years with Buffalo.
Oh.
Buffalo's re-signed him for like 4 years already, so he
You
still
don't
got
want
2 more
Von
years
Miller now.
left.
You said
Yeah,
what? What'd you say, Sean?
I said you don't want Von Miller that version now. You don't want Von now.
yeah.
Yeah, the
He's a third down guy.
ideal. The Denver Von Miller would be ideal, but we know.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, he's
he
a
got
third
little
down
bit of
specialist
left
at this
when it was
point.
left in Denver. You don't want that version now.
Yeah,
Especially with that contract. His contract is nuts.
yeah. Like
His
he's
deal
getting
is
starter
insane.
money, but he ain't starter Vaughn. Yeah, this
Yeah,
dude is
he
a
making a
third.
lot
He's
of
a third
bread.
down guy.
I am so
He's
not
basically-
about him taking that deal. I'm
He's
gonna say that every
Dante
year.
Fowler.
But like you said, Buddy from the Bengals, that would be spicy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Like he can give you. I think Henderson, you probably could spend the least amount, still get double-digit sacks from. You know, Hutchinson. We all know Hutchinson probably already fully healthy. He probably already running in everything at this point.
You saying that? Yeah, he
Oh.
was running the other day. Yeah, he was. Sure was.
So you figure matching him up with bookends, you can keep. I think they got Zadarius on a decent contract, so you got a guy who you can spell on both sides, on both defense and because Zadarius has played left and right. You guys can you guys can make some things happen. So Myles Garrett, you don't have to swing for the fences.
You can still swing at Max if you want a splash move.
Yeah,
I would do that then. Either one, like I said, I want to like that. Just that killed us this year, man. That defense was you can't win like that, dog. Next man up, right. Next man to the IR list.
Y'all had like 17 defense injuries.
No, it was 11 defensive, 2 offensive, I think. Something like that. Yeah, it was like 13 total. It's like 11 and
your next man up is injured. It's like, bro.
Yeah. You got dudes to play kickoff only, starting at defense. Like, bro, this dude only on kickoff. Nah, bro, you the starting safety. Wait a minute, dog.
Troy Reader. Troy Reader is supposed to be on special
teams. Ready to start Keanu Reeves replacements out that bed, dog.
Troy Reader.
I watched that movie the other day. That's still a good movie.
Bro,
Keanu Reeves in replacement. It was getting bad, dog.
Bro, that's still a good movie, dog. I was watching that joint yesterday.
Yeah, it is. Man, so we gonna see. It's interesting, man. With the next month and a half is gonna be some real good. Between the draft and free agency and trade is gonna get fun. It's gonna get fun. Look, so we on the road to WrestleMania. Did anybody see SmackDown on Friday?
Yeah. So they said who?
That was the weirdest Rock Cody segment. The Rock is the devil now. I'm like, okay, wait, so you're Satan. Long story short, Court, the nigga said he wanted Cody's soul, and he would take Cody to heights he'd never seen before. Am I lying, Sean?
It was basically to sign your name on the dotted line with your blood, and you're like,
right. Like we joke about the baby and the dagger, the Yanti dagger.
Yeah,
he was really on that type of time. Like, he was like, so
this
Illuminati.
This is about the title. He was like, no, I want your soul. Listen, this is worse. Don't make this worse than the God angle. Shawn Michaels and God versus the McMahon family. Do this.
Now, doesn't that complicate things? Because we already know who is fighting. We already know Gunther and Uso doing their thing. So the winner of the Chamber, what they gonna do? Because they supposed to get WrestleMania shot with Cody.
Here's my thing. I believe.
So if we doing Rock taking souls, you ain't put that on Monday Night SmackDown or Friday Night SmackDown.
That nigga on his Chucky shit. IT Dewey Dembala, like he on some.
Yeah. If it's the Rock, that's gonna be at WrestleMania.
He's gonna recreate the Papa Shango character. I got it. That's what it is.
He gonna have Ultimate Warrior throwing up out of nowhere, throwing up oatmeal and shit. That's crazy.
He gonna have R-Truth throwing up. You gotta make R-Truth do the throw up. So Truth throwing up.
That's not even PG. I got, but
yeah, no, R-Truth be throwing up on regular television anyway. Dang. That dude's a character, dog. That dude is like Santino Morello.
Now, here's my thought. He brought up WrestleMania 42 in 2026 next year before he talked about anything else. I don't know why he did that. We haven't got to this WrestleMania 2025.
I don't know either.
So my thought process is, they're gonna run this storyline for a whole nother year.
So he'll be like throwing little jabs at Cody on the low, but they ain't really gonna face off until WrestleMania.
It'll be small things, and I think that'll be the thing for next year. I think it'll be some Roman Rock Cody thing next year. Because I think
what if the Rock costs him the belt now?
The Rock is not gonna cost him the belt, I don't think, because the Rock, quote unquote, wants him. Pause. So
he doesn't want the championship. He just wants to beat up on Cody Rhodes.
No, he wants Cody to be like his champion. He keeps saying, "I want you to be my champion." He said, "I want your soul. Like I want you to if you give yourself to me, you sign on the dotted line with your blood. Basically, you will be the champion among champions. You will be the greatest wrestler of all time. I will give you all this fortune and fame and money and power. He's like, I own He's like, basically, I own TKO. And I mean, I own wrestling. There's only one person above me is a dude who owns TKO. And because I own the WWE, I can make your dreams come true. Anything you want or need, you can get. All I want is your soul in return. So basically, he wants Cody to like pledge his allegiance to him, so he can, I guess, have that control and make Cody the biggest star or whatever. So but before he started to talk about all this, he went to WrestleMania 2026, and I'm like, well, why the fuck do we care about that?
Because
So I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be a year-long thing starting now between
I
the
don't
two.
even know if it's that. I just think it's one of those, they was in the city and was like, yo, let's have The Rock announce it.
Could be.
Because I
So it
think
gives him a year to get in a wrestling shape.
if that's the plan too, then I mean, that kind of leaves the door wide open for them to do something with this year. But
do you think with that being announced, you think it could be Cena?
Well,
Think Cena might take the
plan was supposed to be Cena versus Cody at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. Like that happening this year. Cena gets to 18, blah blah. Cody takes it off him at the next pay-per-view, and Cena goes off into the sunset.
Cena ain't winning that bit. Cena ain't winning.
yeah,
Two, because him
It
winning
seemed like they forcing it.
Him winning does because Cody, you already got they got too many wrestlers that's already like part-time or not wrestling every day. You get Cena with his schedule to be the champion again. Yeah. It's worse than having Brock be the champion.
Yeah.
True.
It's like, why had this man come in? What are you gonna promote? You know what I mean? It's gonna be the other wrestler promoting his match, and then he loses Survivor Series or some shit. But it's like, what's the purpose of that? So I don't see that happening.
The way that you've kind of weaved in a lot of different, the Randy Ortons, you got KO, you got all that stuff kind of intertwined with Cody. You have stuff to kind of play off. Losing to Cena just doesn't. I don't think
that's just one of them. That's just like we'll forcefully give you the record so you can go about your business type deal.
Yeah, it's like I need to do it. I don't know if he needs the record that bad.
He doesn't. Yeah. You tie with Flair most of all the time. You don't really need it because even if you get it, what are you gonna drop on Raw the next night?
I don't need to see Cena with a record. If you're not gonna give Roman a record, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
it's really no need. So, they could still do it where maybe it may end up being a fatal 4-way and The Rock be the special referee. May end up being Cody, Seth, Roman, CM Punk, with Paul Heyman changing and going to Punk and Rock be special referee. It could be chaotic for this WrestleMania. You never know.
I think you already got something what you got with Seth and them three.
Yeah. So when is Money in the Bank? That's how far after WrestleMania?
Yeah, it's after us. That's usually the summer.
After.
So that's like near SummerSlam?
Like May, June.
Yeah, that's too long of a wait. I was just trying to figure out how they could finesse someone being in there to kind of throw it in the mix, but now never mind that.
If they did it that way to go with this whole Rock wanting Cody's allegiance, The Rock could cost this nigga the title. The man, he give him a rematch and then help him win that joint back for his loyalty. That could be, and Cody could turn heel till next year, where Roman might have to be the guy to have to beat Cody, then beat The Rock. You never know.
Yeah. Or he can pretend to be heel, and all the while he's finding a way to get back at The Rock at WrestleMania type. But I'll act like I'm on your side the whole time.
Could be something like that, But I don't, I think right now would be a good time to change Cody bad, only because it's not the Cena effect, right? I think that's what they kind of use. It's like the Cena thing where it's like you were scared to turn Cena heel because he sold so many t-shirts. Well, right now, Jey Uso is killing.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about it. Like Jey Uso is the hottest thing going right now.
This
would be a good time to do it, I think, but you never know. You never know.
I think you can him being a heel eventually, but you haven't really done enough with him as a good guy.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I,
because it
you
seemed
know,
like they pushed Jay Uso. They're pushing him more than Cody, and Cody's the champion.
Nah,
Like
he is.
Uso seems like he's on everything, even when he ain't on the show.
It's
And then get
different.
standing ovations just for showing up.
it kind of. I think it's just timing, right? Because
Yeah.
he won the Rumble, so of course he's getting a boost. I think it's more of that.
Those still riding that wave.
Yeah,
Pro-
yeah. I think it's more of that because he's gonna be.
And he's like most wrestlers right now are not wrestling every day, right?
Mm.
Cody is, Jay is wrestling every Monday Night
He's
Raw.
still an everyday guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like some people just like Cody not wrestling all the time, Roman not wrestling all the time. Like Seth will wrestle every night if he can. Jay will wrestle every night. Gunther don't mind wrestling every night. It's a few of them that don't mind doing it. But like the Cody of the world and the Drew will wrestle every night. But most people they're not wrestling every night.
Yeah.
So maybe
cut a promo and go home.
Yeah, maybe house shows type deal. But for the most part, no. So Jay is everywhere. So it's just one of them things where it's like he gonna be again, and he fish grease right now. That whole yeet thing is bananas. So,
Did they talk about the Jade thing? Because I started seeing some things on X where people was talking about Bianca was the one who did the whole hit and run joint on. But then they were saying like she was in the ring and Naomi might have been the one, but Bianca set it up. I'm like, bro, what?
I've heard those
For a
rumors.
while, they've been speculating that she set it up, and then the more and more it came out, people was just like, "How did y'all come up with that?" Bianca was responding to that stuff. That's what was going on. So running with that
because I kind of like the Liv Morgan and the other girl kind of being the ones who did it. You know what I'm saying?
I would say this. I think it don't need to be. I think Jade works better as a heel. Because she's so dominant. She is the real life black female Goldberg. Like, with a few
that's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, with a few more moves. She doesn't have a lot of moves yet. Yeah, but she's getting better. But I think you could do it where Bianca just didn't.
It's too new for me to get her a heel yet. In my
opinion. What if she faked the whole accident joint? Like she wasn't even in there with somebody else, but she was laying there, so it looked like she was her, but it was somebody else in there.
I think honestly though,
you know what I'm saying?
I think Sean, honestly, I think newbies work better as heels. When a newbie come in as a face, they're not as over than they are.
That's kind of why the Jada Parker, the fact that ring attire, but that's why the Jada Parker is so popular because she's a heel.
But I think some people are just good at. Some are good at heel, some are good at as a face. I don't think it's like. I think Jada will be able to do both. Got to get out of the green phase and as a face. I just keep thinking we rushing it. I think they gotta let it play out. You gotta let it. You gotta let it play. She's in a good spot because she's around a Bianca who's really good. Naomi's really good. So
and they can teach her the game.
They may put her back on some Owen Hart jealousy type shit. Like you done got a new friend. Since I'm gone, all of a sudden you just got a new friend type deal. Bitch.
I could see it, but it's still like it goes back to what I was saying about creative. Creative hasn't been doing great with everybody in general, so it's like I don't even know if I see them putting her in the heel spot. It's like,
do you think she would be better off as a singles?
I feel comfortable about y'all doing that for Jade.
No, not yet.
Keep her with a tag team.
She's not ready yet.
Because to me, when you a heel and you're dull, you gotta know how to get the heat. You gotta know.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that. And I mean that is talking and in the ring. We always talking about the storytelling in the ring.
Like my nigga Dirty Dom, dog, the GOAT.
I seen somebody posted a joint where, like, I seen a joint where how he's gonna get shafted by AJ Styles and Finn Balor and old girl Liv. I guess they used to be like a trio. Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, and AJ Styles.
I fuck with Dom, dog.
Bro, that dude is terrible, dog. That dude is butt. He
Dog.
butt. He is butt.
You hating, bro?
Bruh,
thing-
he
the
is
strength
butt.
about- The thing about Dom, the strength in Dom is he knows how to get heat. That's
He
his strength.
do. He
That's-
do, bro.
Bruh, he'd be better as Bobby Heenan, dog. That's what you need to make him, a straight manager.
No.
And then he just interferes in other people's. But that dude is some cheeks, man.
No, he is. He that dude.
He
Nice.
looks terrible. He looks like Psychosis with no ability.
He got the stash on. That's all it is. He got to cut the
Speaking of
stash on.
psychosis,
He definitely got to get rid of the Tom Selleck. That looks horrible on him, bruh.
It's the Eddie
So he
Guerrero,
needs to be straight
dog.
baby face.
It's the
his,
Eddie.
He need to be-
his lip sweater works for it makes him slimy. That it works for him.
It does.
No, or grow the Hogan joint with the handlebars all the way down to the sides, but cut out the middle.
Handlebar might make him into like remember the Undertaker joint, the All American. He might turn an All American
Yeah.
Dom if you do that.
Roll it, roll it. Keep rolling. No.
He might
Hate
lose
that
himself
song.
with that one.
Bruh.
He got the stash because he trying to be like Eddie. That's what he doing. That's his whole
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
So
But he don't have Eddie's charisma yet. He needs some more tuning, man.
But that no,
well,
it's
look, Eddie is
he's a prick. He's that person who makes you want to punch him in the face.
yeah, he plays
Like
that
that's
up.
what he does on purpose. Like I make you want to hit me, but I always find a way to slither out of some shit. Like that's
Yeah.
that's just
But that's-
his whole
no.
thing.
That's
You
why I
said
said
Psychosis,
it's him
though.
being like a Psychosis. My dude, though. The guillotine leg drop, top rope.
When you said that, you made me think about a match. Yo, people out there, listeners, if you want to watch some OG luchador, go look up Psychosis versus Ray, New Japan. You're gonna be
Hey.
pretty pleased. with
Or
that.
or
Psychosis was sweet.
or nah, like the best one. Go look up Goldberg versus La Parka.
Bruh, that
That
wasn't
is
that
a
like
Drew request.
50,
That's
wasn't
a
that like
Drew- that's a
55
Drew
minutes, 55
recommendation.
seconds?
I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that.
Hey, LaParca was sweet,
Wanna
dog. He
win
used to hit the
some
little, he used to hit the little
Drew
dance.
Goldberg. Look up La Parka versus Goldberg.
If you want to waste your bandwidth, enjoy yourself. But I was trying to give you some good things to watch.
Yo, you gotta look up La Parka versus Goldberg, dog.
I won't try to ruin your Sunday.
You gotta
Yeah.
go one time.
That match was only like 55 seconds.
Bro,
said Shrek.
Parker, bro.
Yeah.
Yaga.
Bro, his
about
dance was so
terrible.
sweet, dog.
His attire is dope.
Bruh.
Remember when
Yeah.
DDP was La Parka and Trick Macho Man?
Dog.
Y'all remember that?
Yes, I
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Right.
do, bro.
That's when wrestling was good, man.
Too
He
damn
he
funny.
diamond cut him and then got up and took the mask off, bro. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
It's really La Parka. God damn, dog. Too funny.
La Parker and Goldberg.
Bro. One of the funniest 33 seconds of all time, bro.
It is.
Bruh.
It is.
It's only 33 seconds, people. It's only 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey,
We got-
which like
If I don't know,
you know,
YouTube, for real.
when you because I think that conversation is gonna be the main thing, the whole road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think because that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. Everybody's kind of like they're already complaining, you know, and I'm like, man, I don't even know
About the
why
whole
not,
what
but
it looking like right now. We talking
even
about just
before
like-
this Rock thing, they was already like, you know, I'm
But
like,
I
damn,
think-
bro.
they know how they've been pivoting pretty well when people like I ain't fucking with them, my boy. So that's probably why they brung the Rock, because the Rock was not scheduled to be at WrestleMania. He was
That
like
was- I was
scheduled.
saying.
So like all this is new. So this angle that they're playing, it could play in the Rock actually coming in, and because they've been keeping a lot of things quiet, they know where to keep close to the chest. And
Yeah.
then probably they heard the John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. They was like, nobody want to see that, but like you,
Yeah, the fans is already turned off.
yeah. Now people want to see the Jay versus Gunther because then people expect Jay to win because he's due. So they
Yeah,
want to see.
he's been getting pummeled by Gunther.
I still think Gunther gonna win though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bruh, it would not surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because, like, when you watch their promos and you watch their interactions, like, he's been beating Jay, but he ain't been mauling Jay. Even back in the
Yeah.
past, the dude who got destroyed ended up winning at the big event. He ain't been really pummeling. He just been talking. You've been seeing Gunther's mic skills and more so than actually just beating up Jay.
Because I think you can get a little bit more out of this with Jay and Gunther.
Yeah, you can drag it to the next pay-per-view. Let Gunther win WrestleMania, then he beat Gunther at the next pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
I wouldn't be surprised because either way it go with the WWE Championship, they'll never just give you two heavyweight feel-good stories. They'll never do that. Always one of them gonna always be. It's gonna be something that like, yeah, that was crazy. Just two.
Yeah, we got to give you some heartbreak in the middle of that.
John Cena wins his 17th title, and Jay's the champion. I'll be like,
as over as Jay is, people still like Gunther.
Yeah,
my favorite right now. Him and Drew are my favorite right now, and Dirty Dom for different reasons.
Ooh. It's like
Fuck with Dom, dog.
yeah, he's been Dom for like 3 years now.
I have, bro. As soon as he turned heel, I'm like, that's my nigga, bro. He's such a pissant. but no,
I think the live thing makes him even more. I think that like it works for that whole. It's gonna be interesting how the Judgment Day thing kind of pan out too with Finn and everything. There's some.
that joke will break up.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know Liv and Finn are dating in like real life?
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, I found that. I looked up her little joint and she's dating Finn Balor in real life. I was like, oh shit.
I
Okay.
wouldn't. You know what I think they should have done? Because I don't. They don't have like. I think you get so much more room for the Judgment Day thing. They could actually be a credible faction. You just.
I think that's what's gonna happen too, though. I think it's gonna be like a.
Yeah,
but who could they bring in to make it that?
I was gonna say AJ. I was going to say.
But see, I seen a clip where it was like AJ, Finn, and Liv are gonna go against, like they're gonna basically Dirty Dom and kick him out of the group, and it'd be them three. Because I guess in one wrestling they were like a team together, like they were like a trio.
I wonder where that would make him end up then, because I wouldn't see him going back to Rhea. I don't think Rhea even.
Nah, that's done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he'd be a Dolo, him and the guy that got hurt. Because he ain't going back to Priest either.
If they did that, if they kicked him out, and they just did a
Carlito, they're calling get rid of Carlito too, because Carlito's just eating apples. That's about all he's there for.
if they did get rid of him, expect him to go back to a good guy, but it'll be more so like his dad felt sorry for him, came out there and helped him, and then they both teamed up again. That'd be the
joining the LWO,
because people not gonna forgive him until he like get off his dad.
Makes good with his pops. Yeah,
I can see that.
So it'll be one of them type deals. Boy.
Shout out to Penta, just cause I just want to say that.
But
another match. If y'all want to, yo, I know this is far random. Pentagon Jr. and Io Sky. I'm telling you, just look it up. I know it don't sound right. It's bruh. That match is insane, bro.
Io Sky was way better in New Japan. Like that girl got talent.
This was Lucha Underground. This was Lucha Underground.
But she's still nice. I just think
she's still
nice.
That TV time shit just don't give them enough time to cook the way they want to. Like if you look up luchador matches, things like that, they don't get started until minute 15. Like that's when they start to cook.
Yeah, 15 minutes in. Yeah.
That's why I used to love WCW, because the first 38 minutes, Ray and somebody else. It don't
get them out the way.
Eddie and Dean,
Psychosis,
Eddie and Jericho. It was that first.
They'll throw a rando. They'll have Ultimo Dragon there. You be like, oh, thank you, thanks.
You going through 2 commercial breaks in that first one, and they still get it in that first one because the NWO come on. That's an hour segment right there.
Yeah, that's an hour of just booze.
You'll get your you know what I'm saying, the light heavyweight or the TV champion match. Then you have like there's the US champion match, and then the rest of it is people getting snuffed by the NWO.
At that time, wasn't Glacier the champion? Ugh.
Glacier?
Sub-Zero, the Sub-Zero guy.
Remember they had like with Mortal
It
Kombat.
was terrible.
Yeah, they had him in a reptile dude. Like,
They
Nah,
had Ralph. What was it? Raph.
nah, the worst.
and-
yeah, Raph.
Go-
Ugh.
It was
Nah, the
another
No
dude,
Limit
he wore,
Soldier
like,
dudes,
red.
man, that was terrible.
It was
Then
another
had
dude
them-
who wore
them-
like red. I can't remember his name.
It was Raph.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah, it
Raph
was
wore
red.
like.
Oh, I thought it was. People were like, he had like red, but had some yellow in it and black, right?
I thought he had on green.
No, that was the reptile nigga.
I don't remember who that.
He was the
that?
reptile nigga who had the green on. He looked like the Sub-Zero dude, but it had a green. They had the Mortal Kombat niggas, bruh. It was horrible.
They saw Mortal
Nah,
Kombat.
them
3
No
and was
Limit
like,
Soldier dudes was terrible.
we gotta do something with this. It's
Yeah, it
like,
was like, yo, Mortal Kombat's hot. And he giving it.
yo,
Nigga, Andrews, he would get in the ring and just start doing martial arts moves, doing all this. And doing
you know
all
what make
this
you mad
slow
about
ball.
Glacier?
Ugh.
His thing, like his whole, like his montage before he got there. I should have called it a vignette. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
You know, they hype him up, and it's like for
Yeah.
months you just see this dude and his ice and his flurries and blue. You're like, oh man, who is this guy? Then he finally gets there.
And niggas with the Russell Westbrook, like,
This
niggas like this.
is
This?
Sub-Zero. What are we doing?
Y'all give us this clown ass nigga, dog.
He wasn't
Come on,
good,
man.
bro. He was not
He
good.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's like the Taz joint. They had the Taz montage for like a year and a half. That dude
They
had
wrong
2
with
matches
Taz,
in wrestling. I was like, I'm good. He had 2
ruined
matches.
Taz.
Like, I'm being announced. I'm done.
The fact he came in, Duff Kurt Angle, and flopped after that was insane.
Because they had no clue how to book him.
Yep.
They had no clue.
Yeah. Booked his ass right to the announce table. Sit next to Michael Cole and talk.
He really did.
They had
They
no.
really
This ain't ECW no more. Just talk.
They all ECW niggas got dead dirty besides RVD and Paul Heyman. Even RVD to an
Yeah.
extent. Outside of
Well,
that,
I guess CM Punk later on.
he was never an ECW guy though. He was, in,
I thought he was. That's
He
how
was
him
on
and Heyman
there.
was. That's when Heyman was his dude.
he was,
he
an
was
ECW.
on there.
He just wasn't a star. He wasn't a star on
he
ECW.
wasn't. He was when they got ECW. He was on ECW.
when they acquired it.
He's
No.
talking about like the straight from the ECW.
Yeah, when they
Like
had
90s.
Sandman
Okay.
dudes, and it was
Yeah,
like
Sandman and them.
Oh,
New
and
Jack
Sabu.
Remember?
throwing niggas over the.
Yo,
Sabu was my
Sure
dude,
it
man.
is.
His body just fell apart.
New Jack.
I
is-
still, I need to go back and really figure out why Tommy Dreamer was ever a thing, because I cannot understand why he was a thing. There
Because
is
he was
not a
Mick
match.
Foley.
Did you see?
He was Mick Foley.
Court, did you
He
see
wasn't
what you
Mick
call?
Foley. They had Cactus Jack. He couldn't be Mick Foley.
No, he was just Mick Foley, the guy who talks to people and introduces people. He wasn't the wrestler.
What was
He
it
wasn't-
called,
he wasn't none of the
Inside
three.
The ring? That the document Inside the Ring.
Huh?
Yeah, where they was talking about.
Is that the?
Yeah, I think he just was
Yeah.
an original dude. He was a guy who wasn't
Bro.
the die in the ring, but he wasn't
any of the
terrible.
listeners, to any of the listeners, right? If you ever watch Inside the Ring, like they have it on like Hulu and a couple other.
You mean
spots.
Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah, Dark Side. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Ring. And if y'all don't know, it's a guy named New Jack. Yo, let me tell you something. This dude literally tried to kill someone.
He was terrible.
He tased the nigga till his legs went numb. The dude said, "Yo, I can't feel my legs." New Jack said, "You ain't gonna need him," and threw him from the top of the. And the dude almost killed himself for real.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't
That-
feel my
that
legs.
guy.
You ain't gonna need him, and threw that nigga. He had just missed. He just hit the tables and stuff, but he almost killed that man on purpose.
He almost
trying to-
killed him.
He was getting
Yeah.
he was getting coked up, bro. That nigga need help, man.
New Jack was already not good, but seeing the Dark Side of the Ring, you're just like, he was really bad. Like,
Yeah,
he was awful.
You're a mean
No.
person.
he got more credit for being a piece of shit than he did for being a wrestler.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like people have an affinity for him because of the fact that his personality in real life was exactly what you got in the ring.
That's
The same
trash.
person.
He's the same nigga. When he wake
But
up,
like I said, Tommy Dreamer, I need to know why he was the face. Like he was the face. What was
Right.
like,
Most punishment. Pause.
huh?
He can take the most punishment. Pause.
Man, I don't know
Nah.
none of
Sandman
that.
took more than him. Sandman and Cactus Jack fought to, nah.
That
Sabu
Jerry
probably took more punishment than anybody.
Well, Sabu was like self-inflicted too. So
Yeah, he was
Sabu
he,
was
he was
wild.
committing suicide every
He
match.
was wild. Man.
I
That man
they
doing
took-
moonsaults into the crowd,
well, I mean, WWE took Spike Dudley, so they took him first.
bruh.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Sabu
He
and
should have a
RVD.
lawsuit against them.
I used to love that tag team, RVD and Sabu, because they was like
Bruh.
kind of beefing. But they was a champ, bruh. That shit was great.
Yeah,
Do y'all
But
think anybody
talking about-
can endure more pain than Spike Dudley?
he should have a lawsuit against WWE right
Mick
You
Foley.
think so? More
now. Yeah,
Mick Foley was in Japan as Cactus Jack.
yeah, barbed
All
wire
them
matches, the
bombs and-
thumbtacks, glass. Yeah, bruh, you talking about
Barbed
somebody
wire,
now? That's who
bombs.
sold his soul for the.
got
That's what they sold for wrestling there.
power-bombed. Spike got power bombed on purpose 6 times by Brock Lesnar. Like
Well,
he
the
kept
thing
grabbing
about
it, pumping him up.
Spike just looks. It looks Spike is like he looks like he's 15. So
Yeah.
it looks worse. That's why it looks more violent. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It looks way more violent with Spike. It make you
Yeah.
be like, yeah, this shit real. Because the way he look like he's dying every time.
Yeah, 140 pounds.
You gotta
280.
think Cactus was doing that in Japan. Like
The pedigree into the thumbtacks, and you had a nail in your nose, and you thugged it out. You was sick, nigga, getting thrown.
that was
from the-
here though.
No,
in Japan.
man, he was
Yeah.
explosive barbed wire.
The ropes were barbed wire, and there's like explosives in the ring. Like, what are we doing? What is this match?
That man said, "Yo, my body giving. I gotta retire early at 41. That's early. Wait a minute, nigga, you died.
I've done
a couple
enough.
times.
I've done enough.
Sir. You should have been stopped that shit.
But I ain't. Yeah, Spike looked rough, but I'm gonna go Mick because I mean he fell through the cage.
Bruh.
What the fuck?
Or the joint where the Undertaker threw him off the side into the announcer's table off
That was the
that Hell in the
same
Cell joint.
That was the same match.
Same match.
Bruh, I need a raise. I need
I
more
need the
guaranteed
jet.
money.
Like he,
Yeah,
Mick Foley should have had all the stuff Brock got. The jet. Mick Foley should have got all that.
Bro, they should have turned the WWE logo upside down for Mick Foley, making an M instead of a W.
That's crazy. That's
Matter of fact, now the old WWF, that way it works. It'd still be Mick Foley, the MF, upside down. Yes, that's what it should be.
Look,
That man was committing suicide out there. That shit was ridiculous.
literally, Like he did some things, man. Well, if that cage breaks a little bit the other way, he comes down on his neck and he's dead. Like there's no
Yeah.
way.
It's a done
You're
deal.
dead. He better pray to God that cage broke just enough where he could land on his shoulder blades and back, because he should have
Yeah.
died that night. Like the chokeslam through the cage was worse than getting thrown off the cage to me.
Yeah, because the table, he landed square on the table.
He slid, yeah, he landed, yeah, but he slid a little, yeah. He
But
slid
in the ring,
yeah,
in
that
the
was-
ring, that's a hair off from it being ambulances to the ring, and
you was
we
on
just
hard,
cut to commercial in the middle of a pay-per-view.
You was on hard fucking around with the way you fell.
Yeah, I would
through
say
that
now.
cage.
Oh
as far as,
yeah,
like the bet, like the white. I think we already said it. Darby's his bumps is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
AEW. I'm sure it's a compilation. You can look up right now. Just put in Darby Allin, and it's going to be him flying insanely. And you're like, why?
you see,
Why is it a
Like
bump?
this, jumping backwards and
the
stuff.
thing
You're
with him, he gives you Matt Hardy vibes because Jeff Hardy. He's like similar build to Jeff, doing all man, Lord, Jeff Hardy. I see why he was getting high all the time. All them tables and them ladder matches, getting
Yeah, yeah.
speared off the top of the ladder.
that nigga Perk
Yeah, I'm
Hardy,
gonna need me some.
Coke Hardy, Perk
Yeah.
Angle and Coke Hardy, yo. These niggas is wild.
Let me get both. Let me get the whole cocktail.
Oh, cocktail is
That,
crazy.
that dude was doing some crazy, bruh. But you gotta be fried to do them kind of things.
Yo.
I mean, yeah.
It was rough. It was rough, man. They
Yeah.
got, but I think they are going to adjust this road to WrestleMania. Honestly, I think they probably heard some of the whatever to it, and they like, nah, we not doing that.
I think too, because I get like last year they kind of had to pivot. It was because it was like,
Yeah.
I think sometimes you kind of gotta, you can't pivot too for the internet because they kind of can be. They can be a little finicky because one week they're like, "Oh, I don't want that, and I don't want to see this," and then some things play out, and they're like, "This should be what it should be," and you're like, "You just didn't like it 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
So I think you kind of
Don't try to act like that was a new idea.
Now,
you know what I mean? Like
it could be, to your point, Sean. They may not pivot off the Cena Cody thing, but what benefit is it?
Does they get there?
Like, what benefit is it of Cena to win, but also what benefit is it for Cody to win? When you think about
It's a lose-lose.
it's a lose. So I think they
Look at all the people in the chamber. Who makes the most sense to go against Cody?
It's probably
Like which one?
It'll probably. I can see that once they start to push that match together, it's just them two versus each other ain't gonna be enough. I would not be surprised if Cody starts to become the heel by default, and they play off of that with him and The Rock.
Going against who? Roman?
No, going against Cena, because Cena's gonna be the favorite in that match, like the fan favorite. He's gonna be the face. Cody's gonna end up probably being the heel because they're gonna boo Cody because they want Cena to win.
I don't think it's gonna be like that.
But I think you would have to set that up. You would have to like have some things leading up to that where Cody's showing signs of turning early. But he couldn't just turn in mid-match.
Look, what I'm saying is they probably put those nuggets in, but I'm saying that I would
like
not
Cody snuck him in the middle of a promo or something.
But no, like
you're saying, I think what I'm saying is I think it allowed them to really get that payoff of that if they do it like that, because it's only a few weeks. It's like a month and some change. And I think it'll look like they were reactionary to do it just to get to it, and that'll really annoy people. So I don't know if they want to do that. Because I think you can, if you want to get them to turn heel, I think you can find a real dope way to do it other than kind of centered it around Cena.
Like just have them start snuffing all the participants in their promos.
But no, what I'm saying is
like Seth Rollins talking on Raw, and he come out the crowd and snuff him with the belt.
But
what is wrong with Cody Rhodes? He's snapped.
It's more so. It's almost like when John Cena fought Brock Lesnar and Brock whooped his ass, but Brock was the heel. But the fans were so over Cena, they just started cheering. One more, and they just kept going with this man. And now he became the face of the match by default because people were like, "I'm tired of Cena."
That's the crowd too, though. You got to think of that crowd too. Every crowd.
But Cody's already that favorite.
But at the same time, we got to think about the time too, because that was the issue with the product at that. The fans had been over a lot of things, and that crowd had turned on that match. It's kind of like when Brock and Stone Cold. It's like the crowd affected that match. I don't know if that city's going to do that at WrestleMania with this match, because I think a lot of people
why not have Cena be the heel?
You're not gonna do
like have Cena snuff off Cody.
It's still too short of a window. If you would have did that like 2 months ago,
not enough build up.
Yeah, because it allows them to build it now to be like, what caused Cena to turn like this? We'd never do it. Like if he would have snapped at the Rumble, it would have been like, what just happened? That's not normal from Cena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like when he got eliminated, and then Cody Kevin Owens match, he came in and snuffed Cody after he beat Kevin Owens.
Like the next night, like if he snapped that night, like he did crazy to Jay, but you don't want to take Jay's moment away. But the next night he might have, you know what I'm saying?
But on SmackDown, he comes and he snuffs Cody in the middle of a promo.
Like I said,
Like week to week, he's every week.
Then you get the SmackDown, bang. Then it's like you seeing like, yo, what's up with Cena, bro? So now everybody's like, yo, Cena's heel. That way you kind of can get to it. I don't think you can get there. I think you gotta kind of plan it now. And if you go to like, we get to like SummerSlam and then Cody's turns, maybe something like that. But I don't think you can get it at because you.
So it's only one chamber.
Really haven't made all the bread you can make off as a face.
So are they doing? I know they have the women's chamber, but is it like remember that year they had the two men's chamber? The year the Edge did both of them.
It's one men's chamber.
So it's only one chamber. Oh shit! So he can't even finesse it.
They already got a championship match for Raw.
Yeah.
Now they got to get one for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now that's
because I was remember how Edge when Edge lost his joint and then snuffed Kofi Kingston and jumped in the other one.
Yeah. So Rock wants an answer on Saturday for that. He's like, don't give me an answer today. Give me your answer at the chamber match. That's gonna tell a lot. And also who wins. Now everybody's expecting John Cena to win. Because they're going with that triple threat match between Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. Now, Seth and CM Punk are in the chamber.
The chamber.
Roman is not in the chamber. They saying he was hurt, but then they've been people have got camera shots of him jumping Seth after shows when the lights go out and when they stop recording. Since the Royal Rumble, we've been whooping Steph's ass. Came out like twice and beat him up. So
how is he not in the chamber?
He didn't do that part time.
He wasn't even in the little tournament.
That's why I think if he comes in and he cost Seth the match, and then Seth mess around, turn around, and cost CM Punk the match, it'll be as we doing type deal.
I'm gonna throw my guess out there. Seth gets his revenge against CM Punk. It's gonna be Rollins and John Cena in the match. Reigns gonna come in, cost Seth the match. Cena, that's how Cena gets the win.
I can see that.
That way you can still put them three going against each other without interfering with Cena and Cody.
Yeah.
Or Drew McIntyre might throw his name and turn it into a four-way. Because he don't like none of them three either. Because he's always had an issue with McIntyre's had an issue with all three of them.
McIntyre ain't even in that joint, is he?
But that don't mean he can't come down there and throw his interference in the hat and create.
He gonna be with Damon, ain't it?
Yeah, he got Damon at WrestleMania.
Oh, Damian Priest.
Yeah, he got Damon at WrestleMania.
He got that going.
Okay, all right.
So and then it's supposed to be Solo versus Jacob.
Yeah, they trying to do the Solo Jacob thing.
Yeah, Solo versus Jacob Fatu. And
so
Jacob's gonna.
So they're gonna put some burn behind Fatu.
What are they?
No, I'm saying like because he's supposed to have his. I heard one joint rumor that he's supposed to have his own faction.
He's out of here.
And
I don't know about faction, but yeah,
he's out of here.
They're gonna push behind him
because he
stood out of them. So plus he was already a name coming in.
Yeah, and when they was fighting, him and Solo tagged up. Anytime Solo got in the ring, they was like, "Yo, tag back." The crowd was like, "Yo, tag in Fatu." Like they just wanted him to come. Like that nigga's over. He ain't had a 1-on-1 match. I don't think, a couple, and he is out of here.
But he's already.
So who's beefing with Braun Breaker?
Nobody. AJ right now.
AJ.
Because I was about to say, I think if that's the case, throw that Continental belt on Fatu for a little bit, and then as you build it, and then put him back in the title hunt.
He'll get one. He'll get one day. They ain't gonna do it yet, but
who's the U.S. champion? Is it LA Knight?
Nakamura.
Oh, Nakamura. Okay.
Nakamura's Intercontinental. Hold on, wait.
Nah, Intercontinental was Braun Breaker.
Yeah, so it's Nakamura.
But ain't he a seasonal? Don't Nakamura only wrestle in the spring? He don't wrestle the rest of the year. He only wrestle in the springtime.
More the belt because they went to Netflix and Netflix is owned by the Asians. I'm sorry, that was the only reason why they
crazy. I'm not even going
because he ain't been on one episode.
That's a yellow card.
Yellow card.
One belt, and it was like y'all come over, y'all can give us something. It's like, all right, fine, we'll give you Nakamura back.
That is a super yellow card. Good.
Hey, he did.
We might actually. This episode might not air.
The nigga don't even get a
this
match.
one
He
gonna be
just
a little
holds
rough
he
at
just
that
holds his
part.
space.
Point.
Yeah.
He's too nice to not even get no burn.
I
James
Exactly.
agree. I
Jones
just
like
don't.
that.
I just didn't. I'm just trying to save
And
us
his
from
intro
the
was
comment. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
It's not fair, but you know, I mean, that's kind of how it feels though. Like I'm not because I think Nakamura's dope. I mean, whether he New Japan, wherever he was.
What the hell?
But it was like, yo, we over here. We know who Netflix is owned by. We gon' it's kind of what they said. They made, like when they did the deal with the over in Middle East, and then they made Jinder Mahal the champion. Like, yo,
Can you not? Can you not? I'm trying to get us out the hole.
And they gave Jinder Mahal a run. Like he had that job about 6 months.
and it was like, don't nobody care. I was like, hey, we go sign this check with his blood money on it. And give Jinder Mahal for a champion.
Trying to get us out the red. He's like, nah.
Take
How about
this
this
bag of rubies.
You gonna stay right here, shut now. We gotta go anyways.
Yeah. Take this bag of rubies and these 12 maidens.
Hey, yo, see, now I ain't go that far.
See?
Jermaine, yo.
Look, double yellow
My
card at the back end of the episode. We're
Save
getting
me for the last 30 seconds.
They should have never gave me and Court mics, dog. We gonna say some bullshit. Should have never gave you niggas mics.
Yeah, that's the
I got mine fixed. I gave y'all the 4 podcasts, the little escape route. Now I done fixed that microphone, baby. It's on now.
Hey, man.
I got some red cards stored up.
We gonna get
It's
up
all adults listening. I just know how
I'm
YouTube
the
is.
Chris. Hey, if you're a hockey fan, I'm the Chris Chelios of the podcast. You got to know who he is. He lived in the penalty box.
Hey, I'm the Draymond Green. Everybody that pissed me off is Jordan Poole. I don't even give a fuck, yo.
Said, I knocked you to the Washington Wizards. Yeah. And you're trash for them too. It's not like you. I knocked 20 points off your scoring average.
Knocked the nigga cross country on nigga. Fuck that dude.
It knocked him into a role player.
Not even a role player. Knocked him into
I'm $140 million role player.
Trash.
Sounds like Paul George, but anyway.
Woo! You're welcome, Paul. Podcast P in the house.
That man's retiring next year.
He's retired. He's retired right now.
Man,
he's retired right now.
You gonna announce it on the pod?
He getting 42 minutes of retirement pay.
Special announcement Monday.
And you wonder why Kobe laughed at your dumb ass when you was guarding him. You stupid son of a bitch. You forget. Kobe said you was ass in your prime. Kobe said you ass in your prime, dog.
Hey.
Out the door. Kobe was dying at that time.
I'm just saying, man. It's just, hey, man. Sixer fans, I feel for y'all, man.
Y'all got Tyrese Maxey.
Process needs to just end it.
Blow the whole thing up. Blow the whole thing up. Start over.
Yeah. What you got going to G League? And B going to G
Who?
League.
All right, shit. Hey.
Call Kobe's wife and see where them what Kobe's getting them that stem cell from them knees. Nigga, we need to do
overseas. Yeah, because he got.
He need to stop playing in them damn sketches. That's what he need to do.
What?
He wears sketches?
Yes.
They got hot top. They ain't got no support on those.
Bro, they the Snoop Dogg joints. They the MB, but Snoop is the designer of them joints, bro. That's we were him and Julius Randle wear sketches. That's why he hurt.
They need to go ahead to Nike doing this.
First it was,
but Nike don't want them. Nike don't want them bad knees.
Deals? That is insane.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Skechers, B.
I didn't know they. I've never paid attention to his shoes. I never realized he wore those.
No, man.
And the thing is, Skechers so slick. They don't even have an S on there. You don't even know they Skechers. They just shoes.
They the beads.
That's what they call them.
Shoes. Just shoes.
They the beads.
Shoes.
That's what they is.
Yeah.
You probably said
No E.
No E. The beads.
Yeah, they don't BID.
It's like it's gonna trick you because you think it's the breads, but it's the beads. That's what they did it for.
They hanging up like the Walmart joints with the little string on them that's hanging up, and both shoes just hanging there like that, no box.
Yeah, the Burlington joint.
They a shoe carnival exclusive. I gotta stop.
Oh,
I'm gonna chill out.
The
I'm gonna chill out. I'm
Burlington
gonna cut my mic off. I'm gonna cut my mic off. I'm coming.
hey, look, the Burlington doesn't have a strap on it. You will find a size 8 on one aisle, find a size 15 on another aisle. You be like, bro, what the
Hide it behind some soccer cleats.
You be like, bro, I found the other 8. The other 8 was over the side.
With the 14s. You got an 8 with the 14s.
Burlington ain't shit. Burlington is the
You said you got an adult 8 in the kids section.
oh god. You will find a pair of 10s on by the socks, yo. You find a pair
Bruh.
of M110s.
I'm gonna tell you this though. It's funny now because like Ross and other spots, you could find some just random like somebody just sold some heat, got rid of. You're like, bro, why
Bruh.
is he just sitting here for the low?
But I went to the Ross on Midlothian and saw the tuxedo hardened 8s sitting in the shelf chilling. I'm like, bro, these joints like $150. Sitting in Ross's on the shelf. Crisp.
The past
If they were
maybe
13, I'd have copped them joints.
you could, the sneakerheads know, like, you could just go on a Saturday and you might find some nice little for 60, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't pop out with no echo, you Gucci. You come out with the echo.
Look, this
Wow. Man.
is
come outside with the echo or the
We might get we might get a red card for that.
or the what you call them? The Echo Unlimited or the Sean John in 2025 or the what is the Shady Limited?
JD Unlimited was
Wow.
nasty work.
Bro,
The Esco gents.
bro.
Nah, the Eminem jump.
Oh.
Eminem had the
What-
jump, and
what
then they
nothing
had the
sweet
G
about-
Unit jump. That was all Echo.
Boy.
Didn't Lugs have some G
Echo.
Unit?
Yeah, if you got on
Terrible,
I
terrible.
hope not.
if you
I
got
hope
a
not.
G-Unit plaid, you got a G-Unit plaid button
Yeah, I
down,
got the Rhino, B. The Rhino.
you a nasty.
Yeah, that was the
Ugh. Look, we got
that G Unit collab.
go. Look, we will catch y'all next week. Don't go to Burlington because you're not gonna find the right shoes.
All right, bro.
We go, peace.
He said the spinning dollar
Fuck.
joint.